Hey, I'm Dave Jamerson, the president of E4 Missions, and in our vision video, we talked about 5 words that really help shape and define everything we do at E4 Missions. We've covered 4 of those: harvest, intentional, partnerships, networks, and now we're going to look at the last one, which is this word acceleration. And all through the Bible, we will see times where God was sovereignly at work and He found people who were postured and positioned in faith, and the gospel accelerated. So in the book of Acts, we see great acceleration taking place with the gospel. We see in Acts 2, as God poured out His Spirit, that all of a sudden Peter stands up on the day of Pentecost and begins to preach. And we see, it says 3,000 people were added to their number that day. We see the gospel accelerating in Acts 8 as Philip goes down to Samaria and he begins to preach and people are turning to the Lord. And then he goes and he finds an Ethiopian eunuch and he's preaching to him and he gets saved. And so we see all the way through the book of Acts, we see the gospel accelerating. And we really believe that as we are faithful to be intentional with our lives and to form partnerships and networks, that we're going to see a harvest, but we're going to see the gospel accelerate. We're going to see things speed up. And there's a great scripture for that. In the Old Testament book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 13, it says this, and it's talking about this time of restoration, and it says this: "The days are coming, declares the Lord, when the reaper will be overtaken by the plowman, and the planter by the one treading grapes." So there will come a time when the reaper will be overtaken by the plowman. There's going to be a time of great harvest. And we really believe that as we step into these things, we're already seeing the gospel accelerate. We're going to see it accelerate even more.